Hey guys, and welcome back to Legends of IdleOn, and let's get right into some more IdleOn progress because there's been tons, so there's going to be a lot of videos to share from all this, but I'm just going to take it slow and do it one video at a time in the end here, I think, and just do more frequent videos to catch up. So, we're in World 4. There's been a ton of content to go through in World 4. I think I underestimated exactly how much there really is to do in this world, as well as just how many active hours I could really put into the game. So at this point, I was still pushing in World 4 a little bit. My push basically ended here. That's basically as far as I ended up pushing with this character, because what happened is I really need this character to go back to the lab at this point. I was doing some menu upgrades, trying to focus especially on the meal cooking speed upgrades, since those are some of the biggest ones. I was doing spices when I could, but honestly, not the most religious spice collector. This was, I think, before I had the spillage unlocked, or before it was added, maybe, because we're going back a couple weeks here. So, I was getting the egg upgraded to do the speed for the meal cooking speed. I was trying to focus on speed first, and then I was like, yeah, after that, I'll go back and start doing other foods, making sure I buy my stones every day, because honestly, I was already running out of upgrade stones. Like, I felt like I never had a problem in World 3, but I think it's because I've been crafting a lot of new gear, especially things like traps in World 4, that ends up becoming a problem for me. So, bank is getting pretty messy. We have the breeding, obviously. Now, at this point, was still going through World 1 here, trying to get through world boards. So, mostly focused on World 1 at that point, but I do realize at this point there was, a lot more I wanted to do with World 2 and World 3, but I don't even think I had the splicer at this point for the other worlds, so very much focused on World 1 to start with. Waiting on world boards, I still was just waiting for the breedability to go down or up, whichever you call it. And then we got our spices here at this point down to Twilight Desert. So we got some stuff to craft. Let's see what we got here. I was going to craft some of the Maestro gear. And I know this isn't the most useful gear for everything a Maestro does, but my thought process was I could swap out some different sets based on what I was doing. Not like the Mark a Member will be the only thing I'll wear in that slot, but more like I could swap that out for something else as necessary. And I'm probably going to do the chest, the hoodie thing as well, because the XP seems like a good thing to have. Maybe I can finally start getting some of that crazy leveling like some other Maestros have. So I was putting these stones on here. It looks like I have a lot of stones, but I'm going to tell you, these World 4 ones go really, really quick because of how low the success rate is. So I was trying to only put them on gear that I thought I'm going to be using for some actual length of time, This gear I don't see myself passing immediately, at least, because it has these bonuses. So, gear with unique bonuses like this, even if it's not the gear I want to use all the time, I think it's still nice to have it crafted, just so that I can swap it in and out as like a set. Almost like having a card that I can use for whatever. And even if the defense doesn't end up being, it's nice to have it just for the miscellaneous bonus. Almost like an extra card, like I said. But who knows, I may end up having another set of gear as well, and I could end up having sets of gear for like every single specific skill. That's something I thought about. And then I could just swap them in and out based on what I'm doing. You know, if I'm class leveling, I could swap this stuff on. If I'm leveling up a different skill, I could swap other stuff on. I do have the lab shoes on that character. I finally got another vial. Let's see what it is. The vial we got is Choco Milkshake. This is a good one. Kitchen upgrade cost. Anything you can do to get kitchen upgrade costs down seems like a pretty good thing to me. And these are no small bonuses here. I was able to get 20.8% kitchen upgrade cost. That's solid. That is a solid bonus. It's pretty hard to roll those World 4 vials because they all require like 99. So honestly, it gets pretty annoying, and seems to just come down to basically how many chances you have. But they start getting pretty expensive pretty quick around whatever I was at, like 18 or something. Start costing kind of an arm and a leg. So, still trying for woad boards. Not quite there. And here you can see my Maestro skills at this point in time. These do start to change in a little bit. I'm probably just going to do some rapid fire videos over the next handful of days if time permits. That's been kind of my issue with videos, is it's just sometimes I have a lot of time, other times I have less time, and then the videos start all happening at once. And yeah, so need to work on trapping. You can see there, that's my lowest leveled skill. Also catching, having problems with. Woodcutting I can get some good XP with, I just haven't put that much time into it. So I decided to also build the Acorn Topper as an alternative to the Mark of Member, or whatever the hat's called. So basically I can swap those in and out based on like what I'm doing, if I'm doing class XP versus skill. So again, back to that whole thing of having alternate sets of gear for different activities. And now we can build the green cheese or a scarf. So that should be good. Upgrades, it gives it an extra 5% damage and I think 2% mob respawn. We'll find out momentarily. So that's another gear upgrade. And yeah, I think now I have maybe the actual best in slot of something for the first time in a while. Like the first time since like before World 3 existed that I actually have like a best in slot item maybe. So yeah, pretty stoked about that. And that's gonna wrap up this video pretty much. So really there's a lot more that's been happening because really this was several weeks of IdleOn that I'm behind on again, and I was behind on Castle Crush and I was catching up and everything. So I'm gonna try and do some rapid fire videos to get through it, because this is still like only up to like April 9th, which was like 15 days ago. So yeah, feel free to leave me advice in the comments. I may have already passed some of that, but feel free anyways, because it may be stuff I haven't seen. So just gonna keep moving forward and try to get as many videos out as possible. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video.